How's it going, everybody? And welcome to another edition of the Soccer Report podcast. I'm your host, Dante De Thomasis, alongside my co-hosts, Niko and Tony. And we want to wish you guys a happy new year. Hopefully 2021 is a lot better than 2020. Hopefully we can keep it that way. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Cataldi Fresh Market. Check them out, guys. They got 2 locations. One at Keele and Lawrence that's coming up very soon. I'm projecting a few months from now, so we'll see if that holds up. And, of course, the one at Islington and Highway 7 for all your needs, your deli needs, your grocery needs, your bakery needs, your hot table needs. You go to Cataldi. Support small business during these times, guys. It's very tough times right now, but please, the quality is going to diminish drastically if you do not support small business. Very important, guys.
Of course.
And now, here we are, guys. We got a lot to talk about here. We're going to talk some TFC, Serie A, Premier League. Let's begin with TFC. What the hell is going on, Niko? We are 2 months away. We don't even have a coach, and we haven't addressed any needs right now. Is everyone just on like a hangover or something in that organization? What the heck's going on?
It's Christmas break, I'm guessing. No one wants to work in this organization. They're taking their time. They're enjoying time with their families. They don't worry about the fact that, we have no coach at all. With Greg Vanney leaving and officially signing with LA the past week, like we called on this podcast that he's going to.
Yes.
Like I remember Tony said he's going to leave, not even get fired. He's going to leave on himself. And of course, LAFC announced that he gets hired, which everyone saw coming as soon as he left. I mean, he's wanted that LA job for God knows how long. We have no coach. What are we going to do? Who's going to coach the team? We're going to throw Ali Curtis in the GM coach role if we don't have one signed by then? And he's such a tease, too. He keeps saying this is going to be the biggest offseason. That's going to be a crazy offseason for Toronto FC. And we haven't heard a single peep yet. And we're already 2 weeks into January now. Like, come on, guys. We need something. Wet the TFC fans' whistles a little bit. Come on now.
Tony, what do you think?
Yeah, it's surprising that they haven't done anything. I mean, most years we've had a signing at least close to this point in January. I'm a little shocked, honestly. After what happened last year, I didn't expect it to be this long of a process. They've had some good candidates interviewed for the job. I don't see why they can't decide on who it could be. So, the time's running out. Like, if everything goes well, the season's in March. So that doesn't give us much time, right?
What I was thinking is, you're right. We've had interviews with Patrick Vieira. We've had interviews with all these guys, and no job offer yet. Do you think maybe that they have offered the job to someone, but after coming in and meeting with Ali Curtis and some of the teams, these coaches decide no, they don't want it?
I think that's a great point.
I
I agree with Niko actually here. I think there's got to be something here because we should have had a coach already a long time ago. So clearly I think Niko's right here. Or else we would easily have a coach right now. I don't know what Ali Curtis's standards are like, or if he's not letting the coach be himself, and maybe that could be the issue as well. So you never know, right, on the back end. But, I mean, it just looks awful right now that we don't even have a coach.
Well, who's the guy that we interviewed that used to coach the French team in PSG? What was his
Laurent
name?
Blanc?
Yeah. He went and signed with an Abu Dhabi Qatar was a team in the Qatar league, right?
Right.
What are you signing there over TFC for offering you the job? Come on now. I mean, maybe the money's a huge difference. I don't know. But come on, if you're getting the job offers, there's got to be something going on in our head office with these interviews that are going on that either the coaches aren't satisfied or, like you said, maybe Ali Curtis just has way too big of an expectation of what the coach is going to offer us, right? So
not even expectation. If he is trying to implant a certain philosophy on them, there's already a problem right there. Yeah, and when you can't let the coach be themselves, I think that's biggest issue number one. If you run in and you think, you want the team to play like this, like you're the GM, you're supposed to get the players that are supposed to help the coach
in his system.
In the system,
exactly, yeah.
Right? So, I mean, that's his role. That's literally the title of his role. And, he should stick to it, right? He's not supposed to get involved in that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get somebody. I don't even know if Vieira's going to accept, because it's looking like the longer it stays like this, the longer he isn't going to accept. So
yeah, we were talking about before. Tony brought it up that on Twitter that they said that there's an offer sent to Vieira and then a conflicting offer the next day saying, nope, that's not true. There's been no formal offer to Vieira as well. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows, Nico? I think it's going to be another panic buy, just like what the Raptors did with the centers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is Ali Curtis in his tenure with TFC has always been a last minute guy. Like, remember when we brought in Pozuelo, the season already started. It was like a week or 2 weeks in when Pozuelo finally got announced that he was signed. Last year, even with Piatti, it took some time. So it seems like Ali Curtis likes to take his time. So maybe that's what's happening.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Get him in before the season, man.
I know. Just announced that it's Danny Dichio already, so I could be happy again.
Man, that would be something.
Not if it's Jim Brennan?
No. Come on, Tony. If we're getting a CPL coach, you know which CPL coach we want. We don't want Jimmy B.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, guys, it should be an interesting season for TFC. Lot to talk about them. Hopefully something gets resolved there so we can talk about them a bit more in MLS. Mm-hmm. Guys, let's move on to Serie A right now. There's a lot of games going on, a lot of action going on these days. Where do you guys see the game's going right now?
Yeah, you got Dante's frozen face right now on the Zoom call. There you go, cleaned up.
Did you guys hear a word I just said?
Yeah, I got you. So for Serie A right now, I mean, Milan was looking like the best team in the league by far before Wednesday. And then the big game with Juventus was coming, and they said, all right, this could be the league right here. If Milan can take out Juventus right here, then let's just call it a day, and Milan's going to win and finally take the title from Juve. And then Juve went in and said, not so fast. And they showed Milan that they're still the team to beat in the Serie A. They have some points to catch up, but I think they can do it. They're starting to click on all cylinders. As much as I love Ronaldo, I'm really loving that American kid, Weston McKennie, on Juve right now. Yeah. He is so much fun to watch. He's so smart on the ball. You can play him in the midfield or on the as a wing back as well. He's been a really treat to watch. And of course, Ronaldo's one of the greatest players of all time. He's always going to make that team a threat too. So they're a great team to watch. They're still my pick right now to win the whole thing. I'm seeing them coming back. So go Juve. Tony, what do you think?
Juve it's theirs to lose still. As long as Ronaldo's healthy, it's going to be tough to take the title away from them, even with the gap that they have on Milan. Milan's team has been playing well, but I feel like they're not as, they still have a rough patch to go. They've had a good year since the whole lockdown ended that they've been playing well, but, it just takes a couple of games that you lose and that's it, right? You're out of it. So, but yeah, as long as Ronaldo's healthy, I don't see anyone beating Juve.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously have to agree with you guys. I think Inter right now has lost a step. I'm not sure, I see some holes there that are cracking. They got to get that fixed ASAP. That was a crazy loss to Sampdoria the other day. So we'll see what happens there. Milan, they need Ibrahimovic badly. I know they're squeaking by with some wins here, but it's not pretty, these wins, It's either like they're down to 10 men or it's just yellow cards galore. So we'll see what happens there. I think, like you guys said, it's Juve's to lose. As long as they're playing like this and they're in top form, and the way they're playing right now is fantastic to watch. And as a Juventus fan, we've been waiting for this a long time for this type of flow in the game. We've seen some lapses at the beginning.
It must be hard as a Juventus fan only winning 9 of the past 10 Serie A's. It's really tough on you, man. I feel for you. I really do. I really do. A hard life you live, eh?
We got off to a slow start this season, Nico. We started tied teams like Crotone and then Pirlo.
It's got to be tough cheering for one of the best teams of all time in Italy. I really feel for you, man. A slow start. Letting another team win it this year must be really difficult for you guys. I understand.
I don't know how he's going to cope. I don't
know. Fire the coach. Fire everyone if they lose this year, man. Come on.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I'd be fine if they lose as long as they can make a good Champions League run. If they lose the Serie A but can make a far Champions League run and even make the finals, then it's okay for me.
I think that's
sorry, not to.
No, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the interesting part of the Serie A table is that fourth and third Champions League spot. There's like 4 or 5 teams that are like within 2 points of it. So that's where all the action is.
That's going to be the big. That's going to be the big battle is who can get the Champions League spots. So
yeah, Juve's got a big game coming up against Porto sometime in February.
Yeah, Champions League. Champions League. I'm my next man. Either way, I win. I love Porto. I love Ronaldo. So I'll take either or. On
that this is. I know there's definitely a lot of those fans out there, so should be interesting. Really, really excited for that game, guys. Let's move on to the Premier League now. This is the wild, wild west, literally.
We finally got a title race.
What a race we got here! It's so close. Points are at a premium now these days. Who do you think's gonna walk away with this or run away with this?
I'm sticking with my beginning. Remember when we did our beginning of the year predictions?
Yes.
Everyone was talking about Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea were the title contenders, and I went out on a limb and I said Man U. With Bruno Fernandes there, that team is a different animal completely, and they've shown that this season. I'm still not sold on Ole as the coach. But he's done his job. Right now, I think they're second in the EPL. However, they have a game in hand on Liverpool, and they could catch them in points to tie him for first. The team looks good. If they could solve the whole Pogba issue in this transfer, either if they're going to sign him long-term or get rid of him and bring someone else to fill him in, this team could be a real title contender. I love to see it. I mean, everyone talks about how they get more penalty kicks than anybody else in the EPL, even though they're not leading the league in penalty kicks this year. I believe it's Leicester who has the most by almost double.
Wow.
The team just looks good, man. Rashford has been looking very good. Bruno Fernandes, to me, looks like one of the best players in the world right now, the way he's playing. And then you got your other guys, your Greenwoods, your all these guys, they just play well together. And their defense, I really like Alex Telles, the former Porto guy on Man U now. He's been looking really good.
Great signing.
Harry Maguire hasn't been looking absolutely terrible like he was at times last year. So you know what, this has got a good team. They're one or two pieces I think they need to make a move for in this transfer window, like maybe another center back. And I think they can really compete for the title this year. I'm sticking with my original pick, Man U all the way.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna go with Manchester City. They have 2 games at hand on Liverpool, and they're only 4 points back. I watched the game against Chelsea last week, and Chelsea has had a rough patch, but Manchester City just from start to finish dominated. And Kevin De Bruyne is healthy and he's playing really good. And with those 2 games, it's going to make a difference, right? When you have that little bit of a cushion. And I think one's against Fulham, so you're going to get 3 points more than likely to Man City there. So I mean, that's who I would go for to win it.
What do you got, Dante?
I mean, I'm still sticking with Liverpool, guys. I think this team is just too clutch. And, I think their experience is now gelling as a team. We'll see how they do right now. I mean, it's a little bit, they're not getting, the proper Liverpool that I've been accustomed to seeing.
They've battled injuries too, right? Like Jota, who came on hot, he got hurt. So
exactly. I think another thing too, when they get healthy and they get going, Liverpool's going to maintain that gap, and we'll see what happens. But I could see a push from them, and I see them winning again. So, but I love it. I love this league because it's so close at the top. I haven't seen this in a while from the Premier League, really.
Yeah, it's always been a runaway or 2 teams going at it.
That's right. But we got everybody here. We got the whole show.
Yeah,
right?
Tottenham's up there. I think Aston Villa's still not too far back on points.
Yeah, it's madness.
Leicester's right there with Liverpool. They're only 1 point back. So
yeah, who would have thought Leicester, right? I mean, this miracle team just keeps on giving out miracles.
I guess it wasn't a miracle. It's been like 3-4 years. They've been constantly good. They haven't won, but
how bad of a season though? I mean, they've picked it up now a bit. Arsenal, they started off absolutely terrible.
My God.
Chelsea's another team that doesn't look as good as they should. Everyone said they could be title contenders.
I was shocked.
Bringing in the guys from the German league and Timo Werner and what's the name? They brought in
Havertz.
Kai Havertz. Yeah, both guys have struggled to adapt to the EPL from the German league, who just dominated the German league. They've struggled.
I think with those 2 teams, it's the coaching. Lampard and Arteta are not quality enough to take that job, to do well.
Yeah, I agree.
They need better options. If they have the players, but they need someone that can actually lead them. I'm
going to disagree with you on Arteta. I think his players just haven't been playing. You know what I mean? His system's okay the way I see it. It's just Aubameyang. What the hell's he been doing? Like at the end of the day, you can blame it on the coach. But Arsenal's players haven't been playing. On Chelsea's side, I think you're right. I think Lampard's out of his element, and he's getting a pass here. You always see people crapping on Arteta and crapping on Ole at Man U, but no one's been crapping on Lampard at Chelsea, but he has not done a good job.
Except for me as a Chelsea fan.
Tony, you crap on everyone, okay? Even guys you like, it seems you like. You give it to everyone. Don't even give me that, man. Come on. Anyone who watches this podcast knows you crap on everyone, even your favorite teams, all right? Like,
but during the Christmas holidays, I saw a quote from Steven Gerrard where they asked him, "Would you be the next guy in line after Klopp at Liverpool?" And he said, "Just because I'm a legend doesn't mean I'm going to be good." And I think it's Zidane that screwed this all up because he did so well at Madrid, right? So everyone's expecting, let's get this legend of the team, which I don't know how Arteta's a legend at Arsenal, but
come on, Arteta, one of the best names ever.
I don't remember him playing for Arsenal. I remember Everton. But I just think the whole everyone has that Zidane filter on right now where they think it's just going to work, right?
And you think they would have saw Thierry Henry and realized, oh, yeah, that's terrible. And it's a terrible method because he is garbage. Also, you know what we didn't talk about? The Impact, or the formerly known as Montreal Impact.
Was it CF Montreal now?
They haven't officially announced it yet, but it's going to be a rebrand. There's going to be no more Montreal Impact. That's good because they never made an impact anywhere in the league, so it makes sense not to call them that.
I was just about to say that.
Those bums from Montreal think they can make an impact. Give me a break.
Well, we got to get a new chant now for TFC fans, right? We can't.
No,
they're not even worth new chants.
No more.
The old ones.
Instead of Tic Tac Tabernacle, the Impact. We don't even know who the Impact is anymore. Neither do they.
Exactly.
Those bums from Montreal. Oh, wow. CF Montreal. Honest to God, though, their new logo and a shirt came out. It does look a little bit better. I'll give them the credit where it's due. I saw the logo on an leaked Adidas shirt, and if that's the one they stick with, to me, it looks a lot better than what they currently had. And CF Montreal does sound better than Montreal Impact. So they get a win in my books there because I think Montreal Impact is a stupid name anyways.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It's been a phenomenal episode right now. Thank you so much, Niko and Tony. Thank you to our sponsors again, Cataldi Fresh Market. Check them out, guys. 2 locations, Keele and Lawrence and Islington and 7. For all your needs, go to Cataldi. Thank you again, guys. This is our first of many episodes in 2021 that are coming up. Stay tuned for more, guys. Follow us on Instagram at the Soccer Report Podcast and on YouTube for all of our videos at the Soccer Report Podcast. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.